Yes, students, in the previous session, we have discussed about the introductory aspects of the chapter biodiversity and conservation, right? And we were talking about the different levels of biological or different diversity at different levels of biological organization. So I have told you there are three different levels of biological diversities. One is genetic biodiversity. The second one we are going to study here is species biodiversity. The third one is habitat or ecological biodiversity. Right? So what we have already understood, what is the genetic biodiversity? Andre, that is the diversity within the species anta helidde, and you need to remember what is genetic diversity. You should be knowing the meaning, and you should also remember the examples there. Right? So genetic biodiversity ke other examples especially mentioned in the textbook anta helidre, that is there is one plant growing in the different regions of Himalayan ranges. ಹಿಮಾಲಯದ ಬೆಟ್ಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರಾವುಲ್ಫಿಯಾ ವಾಮಿಟೇರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ. The name of the species is Raoulfia vomitaria. This species will produce a certain medically important chemical called reserpine. ರಿಸರ್ಪೈನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಅದು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ರಾವುಲ್ಫಿಯಾ ವಾಮಿಟೇರಿಯಾದಿಂದ. ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಸರ್ಪೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಸರ್ಪೈನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ರೈಟ್? ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್ ರೇಂಜಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಹರಡುತ್ತೆ? ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ್ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ, ಸೊ ಮೇಘಾಲಯದವರೆಗೆ ಹರಡಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇನ್ ದ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಟು ನಾರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ until eastern parts of India, the Himalayan ranges are spreading. So it is covering a huge area, huge geographical area there. So obviously the environmental conditions will differ from one area to another area, and look how they are going to be influencing on the physiology of the plant. The reserpine produced in the same species of Raoulfia vomitaria will be of different level of effectiveness in different regions. This is a very important example that you need to remember. And there are around 1,000 species of or 1,000 varieties of rice in India. 1,000 varieties of rice in India, more than 1,000 varieties of mangoes in India. These are some examples to be remembered about genetic diversity. Now let us discuss about species diversity. So species diversity refers to the individual level of biodiversity with respect to the species. So it refers to the richness of different species in a defined area. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ಗಳಿದೆ, the total number of species present in that area. So that is also referred to as species richness in the given area. So it is usually measured in terms of number of species present in a unit area. If you consider a unit area of 100 kilometers, in that 100-kilometer area of the forest, how many different species of plants are there? The total number of the species of plants accounts for species biodiversity of that area, right? So example, richness of amphibian species in the Western Ghats. See, you know that Western Ghat is considered to be the most diversified forests in the world. It is one of the most diversified forests in the world. Right? So, and one more speciality of the Western Ghats is that there are snakes, reptiles ಮತ್ತು amphibians. The species of reptiles and amphibians, the richness of these species is more than anywhere in the Western Ghats. Especially you are looking at this particular frog called Philatus species. ಇದು ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೆಲವು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಇನ್ ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಮೆಜಾನಿಯನ್ ರೈನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್. Right? And you can see these are all the species found in different regions of the Western Ghats, maybe in Kerala, Karnataka, wherever it is. So you can look at these names: Philatus jairami, right? Philatus chota, Philatus amboli. Do you know where Amboli is? Amboli is present in Karnataka, Maharashtra border near Belgaum. Amboli is the name of the place. That is why the species name has been given as Amboli only, Philatus amboli. There is a Philatus sushili. The name has been given after the name of the discoverer. Maybe the name of the discoverer is Sushila, and that is how it has been given as Philatus sushili. And here you can find Philatus munnarensis. Munnar is a place in Kerala, you know, it's a very attractive tourist place. this species of frog was discovered there. Andre, these are all different species of the frogs found in Western Ghats, different regions of the Western Ghats. So this much diversity of the frog species is found nowhere else. So this richness of the amphibian species can be considered as the best example for species biodiversity in India or in Western Ghats. Right? So this is about species biodiversity. Again, you need to remember what is species diversity, and you need to remember the example associated with it. Next, let us move on to the next level, that is ecological biodiversity. See, idar bagge ನೀವು already previous chapter ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ecosystem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ವಾ. So ecological biodiversity refers to not only the differences between the different regions, ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೆಟ್ ಬಯೋಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೆಟ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, also it also accounts for the organisms or species diversity in that particular ecosystem or in that particular habitat. So difference, it not only accounts for the differences between the different ecosystems, but also refers to the variety of habitats are available which are available for the organisms to survive in each ecosystem there. Right? So you know which are the different types of ecosystems. We have already considered this aquatic ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem irutte, aquatic nalli fresh water marine irutte, again in the fresh water lentic, lotic and estuarine alva, and in the terrestrial we find grassland, forest, desert anta ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Right? Look at these pictures, you will try to identify and try to name which particular ecosystem is that. Okay, see which one is this one. It's very easy. This is forest ecosystem. It's a kind of terrestrial ecosystem. Next one, idu yavadu? It's a mountain ecosystem. It's actually a combination of mountain ecosystem and the grassland ecosystem here, right? And this one is very clear, desert ecosystem. And which is this one? This is a freshwater ecosystem, right? And this one is a marine ecosystem, right? Then look at these. What is this? It is actually both freshwater ecosystem, because it's a river flowing here and the forest growing here. So freshwater ecosystem as well as the forest ecosystem. And what kind of forest is growing? This kind of forest is called as mangrove forest. See, if you come to the South Canara or Udupi district, you will definitely see such forest. ಕೆಲವು ನದಿಗಳು ಸಮುದ್ರ ಸೇರುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, so where there is a mixture of sweet water and salty water, there are certain specialized plant species are growing, and these plant species they will be called as halophytes. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. They will be having a separate modification for exchange of gases called as pneumatophores, right? So such forest is called as what? Mangrove forest. So which is this particular ecosystem? This is the place where river is meeting the sea, right? This is a kind of ecosystem called as estuarian ecosystem. Estuaries or delta ecosystem anta ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರಬಹುದು, right? And this one is what? This is called alpine ecosystem. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಮದಿಂದ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಏನಿದೆ, ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. So this is called as alpine ecosystem. And this is the one. This is the deep sea ecosystem, mainly filled with different colorful types of corals, right? Coral ecosystem. So these are the different levels of ecosystems and different types of habitats under the habitat ecosystem or habitat diversity. The next one is biodiversity profile of the world, that we will consider in the next class.